Hello everybody and welcome to another round of the Skittles Cup Series, this time round 9 at Bristol. On your pole we have Alexander Novacek driving the number 32 M&Ms and Sprint Mercedes for Red Viper Racing, and next to him is Bradley Bishop Jr. and then number 8 Nationwide Chevy for CJ Racing. Here is the rest of your starting lineup. We will get back to you when the green flag flies. And as the pace car pulls into pit lane, the Skittles Cup Series drivers will go green flag racing at Bristol. Alexander Novacek leads the field away to the green flag. He is off to a very good start, pulling away from the pack very early. Kenny Myatt pushes away into second. Matthew Sutton has already moved his way into third. Matthew Sutton had a really good car in practice and the happy hour. He couldn't get it done in qualifying, but in practice he was first. Happy hour he was like third or fourth. Alexander Novacek though, he's off to a great start. Kenny Myatt right behind him on his tail. Kenny Myatt wants to get win number 2 this season. But off the bat, it does look like Alexander Novacek will be the car to beat. Looks like they're 3 wide racing back here. Zach Stern puts himself, Dylan Mullis, the part-time racer for Titanium Motorsports, and Thomas Saldivia 3 wide. Hell, Thomas Saldivia seems to be dropping back quite a bit already. Travis Scott, he's doing a good job pushing his way to the front. Looks like Drake Cleeta's also falling back a bit, as is Jeffrey Finguy. You know, a lot of these guys stuck on the outside lane. Michael Scout, he is making his first Skittles Cup Series start. He is the only driver so far in the field to get a DNQ, and that was at Daytona. But yeah, he is making his first start for Black Ice Enterprises here at Bristol. Looks like Jeffrey Finguy just slammed the wall. A lot of damage on that number 92 Ford for Finguy's Titanium Motorsports. It's like Hiroshi Kasumi makes it 3 wide. Thomas Saldivia also looks like he hit the wall. That would explain why he's dropping back. Jared Gotasek not having a good day. Neither is Joey DeCrescenzi or Sam Rogers. The racing is really aggressive so far. It looks like there was a crash. Yep. We will go check out the replay and get back to you on what happened here at Bristol. So Steven Schaff, he was racing with Drake Cleeta. Drake Cleeta went to make it 3 wide on him and Travis Scott. Travis Scott looks like he hit Steven Schaff down in front of Drake Cleeta, and Drake Cleeta just dumped him back up into the field. Great miss there by Dylan Multis, driving like a veteran. It looks like he just tapped Jack Dwyer barely, and Michael Scout into his day already. Looks like Ryan Dagby got some damage as well. Looks like the pace car absolutely just ran right through Michael Scout. They're probably going to have to get a new pace car after that. Looks like Jack Roberts also got a bit of damage in that wreck. Unfortunate day, I have to say, for Michael Scout after... did anyone else get involved? No. After not being able to start at at Daytona, sorry. But we will get back to you at the green flag. The lights of the pace car are off, and that means they're going green flag racing, this time by at Bristol. Michael Scout and Steven Schaff are out of the race. Eddie Karwowski, he is also retired, but different problem. This is engine problems for that number 98 Dodge for Chaz Dambrose Racing. He's not had a great stretch of good luck so far these past few races, but he did start off the season strong, so he has that to fall back on. But they're about to go green flag racing here at Bristol. Alexander Novacek leads them off. Ephraim Knoll is a lap down to the inside. Will he play any factors here? We're about to see. It looks like he pushes Alexander Novacek up to the top. And that allows for Matthew Sutton to make the push to the lead. Here he goes, here at Bristol. I do apologize for that little error there. I was pressing Control V instead of Shift V. That's my bad. Matthew Sutton, he's looking strong though. Ryder Smith is right on his tail. Ryder Smith is third in the points right now, and he's looking for that first win. He does not have one yet. He is not officially locked into the playoffs, although he is very good in the point standings right now. Matthew Sutton, he is on the outside looking in. Because of his bad luck early in the season, he is just barely inside the playoff cut, and he wants to win the race to just punch his ticket straight through so he doesn't have to worry about it. I just noticed this. Gotta give a shout out to Richie Wells is having an outstanding run. Michael Kaluzny, I don't know how he has gotten up here, but he is in the top 10, competing with guys like Drake Kalita and Zach Stern. What an outstanding performance he is doing right now. Looks like Jeffrey Finguy in that extremely damaged 92 Ford, he has worked his way up to the front. Dylan Molis, he is doing a very good job so far. Looks like Jared Gotastic and Sam Rogers, Jack Halleck, they've all worked their way back up. Cal Collins is slowly trying to. I wonder, is Jack Roberts still in this race? It looks like Jack Roberts has retired from the race. I'm not sure why. We will try to find some more information on that and get back to you. He didn't seem too damaged at all by that wreck. It might have been a technical problem for that number 16 Ford. But Matthew Sutton, he leads the way with Ryder Smith right on his tail. He's only 0.14 seconds behind him, and then Zachary Fitzwater, also looking for his first win, is there as well in the mix. But it looks like Matthew Sutton, he will come around and lead another lap here at Bristol. Looks like he's trying to pull away from Ryder Smith. They're battling. It is helping Zachary Fitzwater, that's for sure. Fitzy is currently tied for first in the points with Jack Dwyer. But his higher finish average puts him technically at first, because that's what happens in the Skittles Cup Series when there's a tie in the points. He wants to pull back ahead of Jack Dwyer here. It looks like back up at the front, it looks like Ryder Smith, he's trying to make a move on Matthew Sutton to take that lead away. He's trying to take that lead away and run with it. But Matthew Sutton, he's doing a very good job holding his line and not letting Ryder Smith pass him. Matthew Sutton has had quite a few good races this past little while. He has a string of top fives. He's come close to winning a few of them too. He just hasn't put the nail in the coffin, and he wants to do that here at Bristol. Zachary Fitzwater has caught them, and this is allowing Bradley Bishop Jr., the second place starter, to catch up to them as well. Alexander Novacek, he has lost a lot of ground, and he's trying to push his way back to the front. Richie Wells, he's hanging with the top dogs very well so far. He has had an atrocious season so far, and with that damage on the car, he's showing why he is considered a talented racer, because he is pushing this Flying Aces International car to its limits at the moment. Francois Chastain's having a pretty good day. Cal Collins, looks like Michael Kaluzny has fallen back, but he was in the top 10, and that is definitely notable. Hiroshi Kasumi, and it looks like there was a crash. Man, Hiroshi Kasumi, though, I was going to say he was having a pretty good day, but it looks like there was a crash. We will figure out what happened, and we'll get back to crash 31 laps in. So, Austin Rogers was battling with Daniel Bouchard. He just hit the wall and cut down in front of Daniel Bouchard, and Daniel Bouchard obviously inadvertently dumped him. He didn't really have much options there to avoid Austin Rogers, but Austin Rogers got himself dumped. It's honestly just horrific luck for this Rogers racing team. And it looks like up here, Daniel Bouchard must have went up and tapped the wall after the fact, because he also had some damage. And then Alexander Novacek didn't slow down in time, and neither did Zach Stern. They just pile drived the number 21. Did anyone else get in that? No. Oh no, that is terrible. What a weird wreck, but there's a lot of damage on that number 32 and that number 43. I don't even know if they'll be able to continue, to be honest with you. That is not a good look for the two of them. They should be doing better than that to avoid wrecks. But we'll get back to you at green and update you at who's in the race and who's not. The lights are off in the pace car, and Matthew Sutton will lead the field to green. Daniel Bouchard is the only one that had to retire from the race. Austin Rogers is on the left, a lap down, and Zach Stern and Alexander Novacek are still in the race, although they have a lot of damage, but Matthew Sutton takes the field to green, and the lap cars are helping him pull away. Look at him go. Bradley Bishop Jr. is really itching to get past Ephraim Lord and try to work his way up to Matthew Sutton. Matthew Sutton, this is exactly what he wants to see. Ephraim Lord, he is not being nice to Bradley Bishop Jr. He is not letting Bradley go. Drake Kalita's moved his way up to third. Francois Chastain is moving to the fourth. And look at Dylan Mullis. I don't know if I've been saying his name right or wrong, but Dylan Mullis. He is up in the top 5 for that Titanium Motorsports part-time car. What a run for him. It looks like pit stops were not friendly to Fitzy as he's fallen back quite a bit. But back up at the front, Matthew Sutton, he is pulling away. He is a full second ahead of the number 8 of Bradley Bishop Jr. now, as Bradley Bishop Jr. still hasn't been able to get past Ephraim Lord. Ephraim Lord is not being nice to them right now. He is trying to fight to try to get this lap back. Drake Kalita just coming off of his 3rd win. He's looking to get his 4th here at Bristol. If Ephraim Lord doesn't start cooperating, it might not be a 4th. Looks like Dylan Mullis has fallen back a little bit. I've probably been saying Multis. He's probably already hit me up on Discord and told me that I've been calling him Multis. Dylan Mullis. Matthew Sutton, though, he takes another lap. He has a substantial lead at the moment. After the start of the season that this guy has, imagine the redemption Matthew Sutton would feel if he could win it here at Bristol. As he comes around to take another lap, Bradley Bishop Jr., is he starting to catch him? No. Matthew Sutton is pulling away, but Bradley Bishop Jr. is pulling away from Drake Kalita. Drake Kalita might not even be a threat. It looks like Francois Chastain trying to have a career best run for him at Blue Flare Motorsports, slam the wall, allowing Dylan Mullis to get the pass. It looks like Ryder Smith, he is falling back quite a bit. And now Kenny Mead is taking his teammate and Francois Chastain 3 wide here at Bristol. That's what Zachary Fitzwater wants to see. Fitzy's trying to work his way back up to the front. Jared Gotastic, after that, after 28th start, his worst so far, he has worked his way all the way back up to the front contenders. TJ Smith is having a pretty good day. Looks like Richie Wells, he has fallen back quite a bit after pit stops. They did not treat him well. Ryan Davey and Justin Garza for TJ Smith Incorporated, they're doing pretty good. Michael Kaluzny for Toon Hotels Racing, that's only his 3rd start. Looks like Alexander Novacek is in that hoodless car. He is trying to power his way back to the front. Just saw Thomas Saldivia there hit the wall, then jump down in front of Travis Scott, slowing down Travis Scott's momentum. Travis Scott has fallen back a bit at the beginning of the race. A lot of damage on the number 77 of Wilson Hunt. It looks like Matthew Sutton, he's getting close to lapping some of these guys. He has an insane car at the moment. Let's see if we can see how close they are. Yep, they're getting there. It doesn't look like Bradley Bishop Jr. is making any time on Matthew Sutton so far, as Matthew Sutton takes another lap there at the halfway point of the race. We're going to take a short break and get back to you in a few laps. So while we were on break, there was a crash. It took out a few contenders. So Ryan Dagby just ran right in front of Kazumi. Kazumi dumps Dagby into the wall. So he slides a bit, and then he gets her running again. Then he pulls on the track right in front of the drivers and absolutely junked Dylan Multis. Ryder Smith was involved. And then Dylan Multis dropped down in front of Richie Wells. Not much Richie Wells can do to avoid that one there. Heartbreak day for Dylan Multis. He was running in the top 10, 6th place when this happened, and now he's for sure out of the race. So the pace car lights are out. That means they're going to go green flag racing next time by. Richie Wells is out of the race, as is Dylan Mullis, and Ephraim Lord is now out because of a tire issue from earlier incidents. Matthew Sutton will be leading the field away to green, though, as it's Matthew Sutton, BBJ, Jack Dwyer, Jack Halleck, Drake Kalita, Fitzy, Kenny Myatt, Jeffrey Fingai, TJ Smith, and Kyle Collins in your top 10. Matthew Sutton leads the field away at green here at Bristol. That crash was not what he wanted to see. He had a very dominant lead. And it doesn't look like these lap cars are going to be very generous to him either. It doesn't look like they're giving him many opportunities to jump to the inside. Austin Rogers actually cut down in front of him. Bradley Bishop Jr. is going to run down low, and he's going to take the lead away from Matthew Sutton. That is what Bradley Bishop Jr. was waiting for. He does not have the... Oh, no! Bradley Bishop Jr. dumps Christian Russell. It's like Jeffrey Fingai's a little loose there. Matthew Sutton will take the yellow flag. Wow, they're in yellow flag already. We will take a closer look at that. I'm not sure if Bradley Bishop Jr. dumped Christian Russell, if Christian Russell cut down in front of Bradley Bishop Jr. We will check that out now. So it looks like Christian Russell, it looks like Bradley Bishop Jr. just took out Christian Russell completely, absolutely junked that number 7. And it looks like Joey DeCrescenzi just absolutely rammed Christian Russell, as did Thomas Saldivia. Big wreck here at Bristol. Another big one. We'll get back to you at the green flag, let you know who's still in the race and who isn't. So the pace car lights are out once again. Matthew Sutton will once again lead the field to green. Thomas Saldivia, Ethan Villacorta are both out of the race now. But Christian Russell is still in after all that damage, and pretty impressive. Joey DeCrescenzi is in after that wreck as well. Matthew Sutton, he is about to take the field to green, though. He has had a strong car all day. Will he be able to seal the deal, or will these guys keep wrecking? Matthew Sutton. It looks like he's putting up quite the battle with Wilson Hunt to try to pull out and take this into the front pack and get clean air. Wilson Hunt is not letting him do it. Bradley Bishop Jr., he's down to the bottom. Will he be able to get the move on Matthew Sutton? It looks like he'll be able to. Lap traffic is not playing into Matthew Sutton's favor at the moment. Looks like Jack Halleck, well, he'll take second. Now they got to try to chase down Bradley Bishop Jr. They just got to get past Ryan Dagby first. Matthew Sutton is dropping hard after leading so many laps, having such a good car. How will Jack Halleck be able to run down? It looks like Ryan Dagby slammed the wall, slowing down Sam Rogers. Now it's up to Jack Halleck and if he'll be able to run down Bradley Bishop Jr. We're almost 10 laps to go. Did they wreck again? They may have wrecked again. Or is somebody blowing up in the back? Looks like Wilson Hunt has quite a bit of damage. But we're not yellow. We will check what happened. So, looks like they went 4 wide, and obviously that's not going to work. Ben Allen and Ryan Reed went up and took out Wilson Hunt. And it looks like Wilson Hunt went up and hit Christian Vargas. Looks like there's a chance both of them will be out of the race. But there was no yellow, so we'll get back to you at the green flag action. So it looks like it's a pretty close battle right now between Bradley Bishop Jr. and Jack Halleck. Jack Halleck wants to seal his way into the playoffs. Bradley Bishop Jr. wants to get his second win of the season for CJ Racing. Looks like Matthew Sutton, he has worked his way back up into the top 5, but there's no chance he can win unless there is a last-minute caution. But it can't be too last minute, because then they might not even be able to finish the race. Looks like Jack Halleck. Jack Halleck is making his move on Bradley Bishop Jr. He is going down low. Drake Kalita in 3rd place. Jack Halleck to the lead here at Bristol. Quite a bit of cars out of the race. It's been quite the wreckfest here at Bristol. Jack Halleck, he is pulling away from Bradley Bishop Jr. Unless he makes a big mistake, the deal might be sealed. The Australian might win the race here, getting Blue Flare Motorsports their first career win. Bradley Bishop Jr. though, looks like he might be catching Jack Halleck a bit. They are catching the very damaged car of Joey DeCrescenzi. Will DeCrescenzi play a factor? Looks like Alexander Novacek, he has worked his way back up into the top 10 with that terribly damaged race car. Jack Halleck, he is coming around to 1 lap to go. He takes the white flag here at Bristol. Will Joey DeCrescenzi play a factor at all? They're running up on him. Joey DeCrescenzi, he jumps down in front of Jack Halleck. Jack Halleck will make the move past Joey DeCrescenzi. He will take the checkered flag here at Bristol. The first win for Blue Flare Motorsports. 2nd place, Bradley Bishop Jr. 3rd, Drake Kalita. 4th, Kyle Collins. 5th, Matthew Sutton. 6th, Sam Rogers. 7th, Jeffrey Fingai. 8th, TJ Smith. 9th, Kenny Myatt. 10th, Alexander Novacek. 11th, Michael Kaluzny. 12th is Eddie Jones. 13th is Travis Scott. 14th is Jack Dwyer. And 15th, probably already went to pit stall. Yeah, 15th was Francois Chastain. Not a very good day for Zachary Fitzwater at all after having a pretty good start. There might be quite a few penalties coming out of this race from what I'm hearing. But I'd like to thank you for tuning into this race of Skittles Cup Series, and we'll see you next at the round of Rockingham.